man, this stream is going for way too long. Yeah, I pulled up way too many news. I wanted to cover way too much tonight, and I'm trying to rush it along, and I can't get my thoughts. But anyways, so another thing that we have going on here, Biden is literally calling for businesses to instate vaccine mandates. So the federal government's already basically, they're practically, I'm not going to say basically, they're practically telling everybody who works for the government or is a government employee that they have to have vaccines. So they're already telling, if you're a government employee, that you basically have to get your vaccine. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. But now, right? Now, Biden is imploring employers to also start pushing for the vaccine. So, with that being said, and this is going to be a quick one for me. Everything that Trump was accused of being a tyrant, Biden is being. If you accuse Trump of tyranny, here you actually have 100% proof. I'm not against the vaccines. If you want to take the vaccine, take the vaccine. I'm against with everything that is coming from this presidency, and that is the push and mandates and telling people that you have to get them, and the division that they're causing because of how they're handling these vaccines. That is what I am against. I am against with the way that it's being handled. I don't know what's best for you and your family, but telling people and encouraging employers to tell people that they have to tell their employees to get the vaccine, if not they cannot work, that is pretty darn close to tyranny. Just saying. And that is something that you guys said you wouldn't do. Your administration said that y'all would not do. I believe Jen Psaki, I don't know how to pronounce her name, I believe she did in a conference said that that is something your administration would not do. But yet here you are calling for it. Here you're calling for the vaccine to get pushed by businesses. And I've been watching what's been going on with these vaccines, and it's ridiculous. Look, I understand vaccines work, they do, but this vaccine hasn't been tested for as long as other vaccines have. And I don't think I personally don't think, and again, I'm not saying anything bad about vaccines, because again, they do work. Vaccines do work, but it should be your choice because of how this vaccine's being handled. And I think that's the problem, because the way that you're handling this vaccine and how people should get it, and the way that you're handling how people should go about it, right? That's what's causing the issues. I don't think people would have a problem getting a vaccine if you were to give them the option, but you're mandating, you're telling them that this is what you have to do. If not, you're not part of the group, and we will exclude you and make your life harder. You will lose your job. You will not be able to go out to eat. You will not be able to go to establishments. And I think that's the problem. It's the message that you're delivering. And it's not just your administration. I mean, it's the CDC as well. I mean, it's not just you, it's around the globe. Because I was reading another article, and I want to say it was a country in Europe, because it's been a couple of days. A country in Europe, and it was an article that was written here about this country in Europe, and it says that 1/3 of the vaccines, or 1/3 of the infected people that the hospitals are treating, are unvaccinated people. 1/3. And that's what the headlines read. And I'll have to find it. I had way too much going on for tonight. But 1/3 of the people that are being treated are unvaccinated people. So does that mean that 2/3 of the people that you are treating are vaccinated people? Is that what that means? Because at the end of the day, you can say 1/3 of the people you're treating is unvaccinated, but then why not just come out and say that 2/3 of the people that you are treating are vaccinated? Just saying. And the science is out there. There's another article that I have to do a little bit more research on, and I'll probably touch on next week if I remember. But I was reading another article that was saying that at the end of the day, sorry, I had to mess with the PlayStation again so it doesn't go down for the gaming stream tonight. But again, right, the article, these articles that I've been reading lately, the science is proving that people who have contracted COVID and survived have a natural immunity that lasts longer than the vaccine. How accurate that is, I don't know, but that's the science that's being done in other countries is proving this, or at least they're showing this, and it's being silenced by the media, and the media is not covering this. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if you want to mandate vaccines, you're basically putting people off from getting the vaccine, because that's exactly what their pushback against is. Their pushback is not the vaccine itself. At least I don't think that the pushback is the vaccine itself. I think the pushback is the handling of the vaccine, because all you're doing, and all your administration's doing, and all the people from anybody who says and mandates and tells you have to get vaccinated, you're creating a divide in this country that at the end of the day, right, you're just dividing the whole entire country. You're putting the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated, and it should be people's choice. And that is something that your administration said you were going to do, but all this year it has been push for the vaccine, push for the vaccine, push for the vaccine. You can't go to certain places unless you're vaccinated. But then the science is proving that even people who have gotten COVID have natural immunity. And the science is also showing that people who get vaccinated still transmit COVID, and they transmit COVID at a higher rate. And then the science is also showing that the hospitals are treating people at a higher rate that have been vaccinated. So I don't know. You do what you want with this, but at the end of the day, this is pure tyranny. You're, pushing for certain things that should not be pushed. It should be people's option to get vaccinated if they choose to get vaccinated, or if they don't choose to get vaccinated, is their option as well. It is what it is. At the end of the day, sure. If you want to push for this, push for it. All you're doing is dividing the country further. Figure some other way to handle this situation, to handle the push for people to get vaccinated. Instead of telling them that we're going to ruin your life if you don't get vaccinated, you're not going to be able to do anything unless you get vaccinated. You're not going to be able to work unless you get vaccinated. You're not going to be able to go out unless you get vaccinated. Instead of pushing for that, why not push for saying something like, hey, if you get vaccinated, it could help from you dying, because that's what vaccines do. They don't guarantee that you won't get the disease, right? They're not the virus, not the disease. They don't guarantee that you won't get the virus. It just gives you a higher probability of survival. And as someone who has gotten COVID, I can tell you that it sucks. And I don't wish it upon my worst enemy, because it sucks. It's very bad. So I'm going to leave that there. Tell me what you think in the comments. All right, moving on to Biden and HBCUs. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up. Also, leave your comments below. If you want to chat about any of these topics or any others, consider joining my live stream during my 1-hour pre-gaming news recap. I'm Eric the Inadequate, and until next time.